Hello everyone. Welcome back to another lecture on reasoning ability and problem solving. In today's lecture, we will discuss some practice questions from analogy. So let us start. Now, before we start discussing the questions, you should be aware about the concept of odd and even numbers. What are odd numbers that ends with the digit 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9? And what are your even numbers that ends with the digit 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8? Then you should be aware about prime numbers. What are prime numbers? That have factors of 1 and the number itself. So prime numbers of at least 1 to 100. How many prime numbers are there between 1 to 100? There are in totality 25 prime numbers between 1 to 100. Clear? What are your prime numbers? How do they start? 2, 3, 5, 7 up till 89 and 97 you should remember. Then you should remember squares of numbers. Squares of at least 1 to 30, and you should remember cubes of at least 1 to 20. So this much information you should retain in order to able to solve questions like this with ease. Okay? So let us begin. Question number 1 says 18 is to 30 and 36 and we have to find the missing element. So this is your first pair and this is your second pair. So what is the two step that we follow for analogy while solving question? First step is find the relationship between elements of pair 1, correct? And second step is use the exact same logic, or you can say pattern, exact same logic or exact same pattern to identify or to calculate, you can say, to calculate the missing term in pair 2. To use the exact same logic or pattern to identify, calculate the missing term in pair 2. So this is how you solve analogy questions. 2 steps, correct? So between 18 and 30, what logic can you see? Between 18 and 30. So 18 and 30, basically, if I multiply 18 into 2, how much will I get? 18 into 2 will give me 36. And if I reduce 6, I will get 30. Correct? So between 18 and 13, this is one logic I can find. The other logic I can find is of difference. Correct? This is into 2 minus 6. The other logic is of difference. This is a difference of 12. Correct? There is a difference of 12. Now, basically we have added 12. Two things are there. If I add 12 in 36, how much will I get? 48. Do we have an option of 48? No. That means this is not the correct logic. This is not the correct logic because we do not have the answer 48. So now we will go with logic number 1. Logic number 1 was into 2 minus 6. So 36 into 2. This will be 12. This will be 3 into 2, 6 plus 172. And if I subtract 6, I will get how much? I will get 66. So 66 will be my answer, which is given in option number 4. So option number 4 will be the correct answer to this question. Clear? Question number 2. 3, 243 and 5. Okay? Now, if you remember cubes, 3 cube is how much? 27. 3 cube is written like this. Correct? 3 cube is 27. If I multiply 3 into this will be 3 raised to the power 4. Correct? How much will I get? 7 into 3, 21. 2 will be carried. 3 into 2, 6 plus 2, 81. Correct? I will get 81. And if I multiply 3 into it, how much will I get? 3 into 1, 3. 8 into 3 is 24. So, 243 is basically, I can say this is 3 raised to the power 5. Correct? This is 3 raised to the power 5. So, this is 3 raised to the power 5. So, now I have to find out 5 raised to the power 5. Correct? 5 raised to the power 5. So 5 cube is 125. If I multiply 5 into it, I will get 5 raised to the power 5. How much will that be? 5 into 5, 25. 2 carried. 5 into 2, 10 plus 2, 12. 1 carried. 5 into 1 plus 1, 6. 625. Correct? And if I further multiply it by 5, this will be 5 raised to the power 4. If I further multiply it by 5, I will get 5 raised to the power 5. So 5 into 5 is 25. 5 into 2 is 10 plus 2, 12. And 5 into 6 is 30 plus 1, 31. So this will be my answer. 3125 will be my answer. This is given in option number 4. So this is my answer, 3125. Clear? Question number 3. We have 20, 11, 102 and we have to find the missing element. So first we have to identify the relationship in pair 1 and then we have to use the same exact relationship in pair 2. So between 20 and 11, I can clearly see this is division by 2 plus 1. Correct? Division by 2 plus 1. So let us do the same thing over here. Division by 2 plus 1. So 102 divided by 2 will give me 51. And if I add 1 into it, I will get 52. Do we have an option with 52? Yes. Option number 2. This will be my answer. 52 will be my answer to the question. Clear? Question number 4. Question number 4, we have 6, 2, 2, 2 and 7 and then we have to find the missing element. So if you remember cubes, let us discuss cubes, okay? Cubes. 1 cube is 1. 2 cube is 8. 3 cube, 27. 4 cube, 64. 5 cube, 125. 6 cube, 216. 7 cube, 343. 8 cube, 512. Correct? 9 cube, 729. 10 cube is 1000. Correct? 11 cube, 1331. 12 cube, 1728. 13 cube, 2197. 14 cube, 2744. And 15 cube is 3375. 16 cube is how much? 4096. 17 cube is 4913. 18 cube is 5832. 19 cube is 6859. And 20 cube is how much? 8000. So these are your cubes. So 222 is close to which number? 216. Correct? 216, which is 6 cube. So can I write 222 as 6 cube plus 6? Can I write 222 as 6 cube plus 6? Yes. So this one will also be 7 cube plus 7. What is the value of 7 cube? 343. And if I add 7, I will get 350, which will be my answer. 350 will be my answer, which is option number 4. Correct? Option number 4 will be the correct answer. Moving on to question number 5. We have 14, 9, 26 and we have to find the missing element. So now I have to identify the relationship between 14 and 9. So I can see this is clearly plus 5. Correct? So I can get 21 over here. Plus 5 will give me 26. Basic. But do we have 21 in the option? No. So this is not the logic. So we will move on to the next logic. Okay, we will move on to the next logic between 14 and 9. So if I see over here, 9 into 2 minus 4 will be how much? 18 minus 4 will be 14. Correct? This is how we can relate 9 and 14. 9 into 2 minus 4. So 18 minus 4 is 14. Similarly, if I have to find a x, so x into 2 minus 4 will give me 26, let us assume. So 2x will be 26 plus 4, that means it will be 32. And x will be how much? 30. It will be 30 divided by 2, which is equals to 15. Correct? 30 divided by 2, which is equal to 15. So 15 will be the answer, which is given in option number 3. Okay? Option number 3, 15 will be the answer. Moving on to question number 6. Question number 6, we have 8, 28, 27 and we have to find the missing term. So these are first pair, and we have to find the missing term in second pair. So between 8 and 28, what is the relationship between 8 and 28? Now 8 I can see is basically 2 cube, right? And 28 is very close to, I can say, 27. And 27 is 3 cube plus 1. So this is 2 cube and this is 3 cube plus 1. What is the value of 27? 27 is 3 cube. Okay, what is the relationship between 2 and 3? Plus 1. This is plus 1. So now over here we will do plus 1. So if I do plus 1, I will get 4 cube. And we will add 1, so we will get 1 plus 1. So 4 cube is 64 plus 1 will give me 65. So 65 will be the answer which is given in option number 4. Clear? There are two numbers, 64 and 729. These two numbers are both perfect square. Correct? These two numbers are both perfect square plus perfect cube. What do you mean by that? Basically, it means these numbers have both under root of squares and under root of cubes. That means 64 can be written as 8 square or it can be written as 4 cube. Similarly, 729 can be written as 27 square or it can be written as 9 cube. Okay, so this concept is also important to understand. Clear? Moving on to question number 7. Question number 7, we have 68, 130, missing element and 350. So let us find the relationship between 68 and 130. So when I look at 68, it is very close to 64 and this is very close to 125. So I can say 64 is what? 8 square plus 4. Sorry, 4 cube plus 4 is giving me 64 plus 4, which is 68. Correct? Now, did you see I was confusing it with 8 squares? So these are perfect squares and perfect cubes. Then 5 cube plus 5. So 125 plus 5 is giving me 130. Correct? This is the relationship. So basically 4 and 5. So this has increased by 1. Now we have 350. 350 is close to which number? 350 is close to 7. 7 cube, 343. So basically 7 cube plus 7. 343 plus 7 will give me 350. Correct? So I will go one number behind. I will go for 6 cube. 6 cube plus 6 I will go for that. So 6 cube is 216 plus 6 will give me 222. This will be my answer. 222 is given in option number 3. So option number 3 will be the correct answer to this question. Clear? Question number 8. We have 42 and 56 and 72. So 42 clearly can be written as 6 into 7. And 56 can be written as 7 into 8. 72 can be written as 8 into 9. So can you see? 6, then 7 was common. Then 8 was common. So now we will have 9 common, which is 9. And the next term. So 6 then 7, 7 then 8, 8 then 9, 9 and then 10. So it will be 9 into 10, which is equal to 90. 90 will be the answer. And 90 answer is given in option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer to this question. Clear? Option number 2. Okay. Moving on to question number 9. We have 49, 81, 100. So these are perfect squares, right? These are perfect squares. These are also perfect squares. This is 8 square, 13 square and 12 square. Correct? This is 7 square, 9 square, 10 square. Now what is the relationship between 7 and 9? Plus 2. So now also I will go plus 2. So plus 2 will give me 12 square. 12 square is equal to 144. This will be your answer, which is given in option number 2. Clear? Option number 2 will be the answer. Question number 10. We have bigger numbers. So whenever we deal with bigger numbers, there is either sum or difference involved, right? First, we will find the relationship between first pair and then we will use the same logic to find the missing element in second pair. So 7584 minus 5362, let us find out. So this is 2222. So 2222. So basically we have subtracted 2222 to get the next number. Correct? So we will do same thing over here. We will subtract it by 2222. Correct? So if I subtract 4673 and 2222, then how much will I get? 1542. 2451. This will be my answer, 2451, which is given in option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer to this question. Clear? Question 11, 149, 238 and 159. So I can see these numbers are very close to each other, but they're not very close to perfect squares or anything. So I will maybe find the difference. So if I find the difference between 238 and 149. So this will be 2, this will be 18. So 9, then this will be 1, this will be 12. So 8 and 9. So 89 is the difference. Basically, we have added 89 to get the next number. Let us check with this logic also. Adding 89. So in 159, if I add 89, this will be 18. This will be 9 plus 5, which is 14. And this will be 248. So if I use this logic, I am getting 248 as the answer. Do we have an option with 248? Yes. Option number 2 will be the correct answer to this question. Clear? Question number 12. Bigger numbers. So maybe let us try to find the difference. So between these two numbers, this is pair 1, this is pair 2. So 4376 and we have 3265. So if I subtract, I will get 1111. So there is a addition of 1111, that is 1111. So now I will do the same addition of 1111. So 4673 plus 1111. So I'll get 4, 8, 7 and 5. So my answer will be 5784. This is my answer, which is given in option number 4. So option number 4 will be the correct answer to this question. Clear? Question number 13. Question number 13, we have 5, 124 and we have 7 and we have the missing term. So if you see 124, this is very close to 125. What is 125? This is 5 cube minus 1. Correct? This is 5 cube minus 1. So we will do the same thing over here. This is 5, this is 5. So now the next term will be 7 cube minus 1. 7 cube is how much? 343. If I subtract 1, I will get 342. This will be my answer, which is given in option number 3. So option number 3 will be my answer. Okay, question number 14. We have 5, 36 and 6 and then we have to find the next element. So step 1, find the relationship between first pair. Step 2, use the exact same logic to find the missing element in second pair. So this is basically 6 square. So between 5 and 6, what is the relation? Plus 1. So the next term will be 7 plus 1. It will be 7 square, which is 49. So 49 will be the answer, which is given in option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer of this question. Clear? Question number 15. Question number 15, we have 16, 15, 56, 32 and we have to find the next term. So between 16 and 56, I can see there is a difference of 40, addition of 40. So if I add 40, how much will I get? 72. Do we have a 72 in the options? No. So this is not the correct logic. So let us try it in different way. Okay, let us try it in different way. If I divide 16 by 2, okay, and I multiply it by 7, so this will be 8. And if I multiply it by 7, how much will I get? 56. This is one way that 16 and 56 are related. Basically, I have divided by 2 and then we have multiplied by 7. Correct? So now let us see if we can do the same thing for 32 also. If I divide 32 by 2 and multiply it by 7, how much will I get? This will be 16. And if I multiply it by 7, how much will I get? 7 into 6, 42, 4 will be carried. 7 into 7 is, 7 into 1 is 7 and 7 plus 4 is 11. So this will be 112. So can we see 112 in option? Yes. So option number 2 will be the answer. We are using the logic that we are dividing it by 2 and we are multiplying it by 7. So sometimes we have simple logic, right? But sometimes the logic can be tricky that we have to find out. Okay, moving on to question number 16. We have 0.16 and 0.0016. So clearly we have divided it by 100, correct? Because we are adding 2 zeros over here after the decimal. So if I divide 0.16 by 100, how much will I get? 0.0016, correct? So simply we are dividing it by 100, dividing it by 100. Now let us do the same thing for this also, for 1.02. So if I divide 1.02 by 100, how much will I get? 2 decimal places will increase. So I will get 0.0016. 0.0102. I will get 0.0102, which is given in option number 1. So option number 1 will be the correct answer to this question. Clear? Question number 17. 7 and 56 and 9 we have to find out. So 56 can be written as 7 into 8. Right? And what is the relationship between 7 and 8? This is plus 1. So next will be 9 into 9 plus 1. That means 9 into 10, which is equal to 90. This will be my answer. 90 will be my answer, which is given in option number 3. Okay? Option number 3 is the correct answer to this question. Clear? Question number 18. We have 182 and this one and 200 and 380. So this is pair 2 and this is pair 1. In this case, pair 2 has a logic. We have to identify that logic, and basis of that logic we will answer for pair number 1. Correct? Now, how can we write 210 and 380 if we have to represent them? So 210 is very close to 225 and 380 is very close to 400. Correct? So 225 is basically what? 15 square. And if I subtract 15, I will get 210. Similarly, 20 square, if I subtract 20, I will get 400 minus 20, which is 380. Here also I will get 225 minus 15, which is 210. Correct? This is how the logic is. So 182 is close to what? 182 is close to 14 square, which is 196. Correct? Because we are looking at bigger terms. It is close to 169 also, but we are looking at bigger terms. So basically I can say 14 square minus 14. 196 minus 14 will give me 182. Right? Now the difference between 50 and 20 was plus 5. So here also the next element will be plus 5. So the plus 5 will give me 19 square minus 19. Correct? 19 square is how much? 361. And if I subtract 19, I will get 342. This will be my answer. 342 is given in option number 4. So option number 4 is the correct answer to this question. Okay. Question number 19. Question number 19, we have 42, 56, 110 and we have to find the next element. So first let us find the relationship between this pair and then we can use the same logic for this pair. Now 42 can be written as 7 or 6 into 7. Right? And 56 can be written as 7 into 8. So same common number and we are multiplying it with the next number. So 110 can be written as 10 into 11. Correct? We take the same common number, that is 11, and multiply it with the next number. So 11 and 12. 11 into 12 is how much? 132. You can check over here. Or if you remember a shortcut of multiplying anything by 11. So if we have A, B, C and we multiply it by 11, we write it like C, B plus C, A plus B and A. We have discussed this numerous times. So similarly, if I have to multiply, let's say 12 into 11. How will I multiply? First I will write 2, then I will write 1 plus 2 and then I will write 1. So 132 will be the answer. So 132 is the missing term over here. This is the answer which is given in option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer to this question. Okay. Now question number 20, we have 48, 122, 168 and we have to find out. These are very close numbers to these. Right? 169. These are squares. So this is basically what? 7 square minus 1. This is 11 square plus 1. And this is 13 square minus 1. So between 7 and 11 the difference is of 4. So over here also we'll go plus 4. So we'll get 17 square. And we have minus 1 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1. 17 square is how much? 17 square is 289. So if I add 1 into it, I will get 290. So 290 will be my answer, which is given in option number 3. So the missing term is 290, option number 3. Clear? So this concludes today's lecture. Thank you.